Speaking about great, Conan O'Brien did a fantastically great job. I was not surprised at all. I loved every second of it. It was like an 18-minute monologue after like this awesome open when I guess he was like, if you haven't seen the Demi Moore movie, The Substance.
No, I don't remember that one off the top of my head.
Yeah, Demi Moore, Margaret Qualley, and so Conan recreated that scene of him crawling out of Demi Moore's back. Yeah. And just like that was a great opener for Conan. And he did so great at the Oscars that they've already announced that he will be returning next year as next year's host. That's good. Brookline native here in Massachusetts, boy. Could not be happier for him.
I know that you and I have always been Team Coco.
Oh, yeah.
Team Coco all the way. He's not on television anymore, right? But he has a podcast.
He has a podcast.
Oh, everybody has a podcast.
Yeah, but he has a great podcast.
Yes, it's really, really great. I saw an interview he did with Harrison Ford
the
other day. It was just... Right. I was just on the floor laughing. It was hilarious. And, Harrison making fun of him like, why aren't you on... I can't imagine why you're not on TV anymore. But I miss him. I miss his brand of humor, which maybe is not like mainstream, but he definitely knocked it out of the park at the Oscars. My favorite was when he beat the dead horse that is the whole... the rappers.
Kendrick Lamar.
Yeah,
and Drake.
Kendrick and Drake, and taking that shot at Drake. Like
We're
this
about
is the
halfway
part
through the Oscars, which means it's about time for Kendrick to call Drake a pedophile.
Right,
Like,
and he's like, "I'm lawyered
good.
up, guys."
Yeah.
Like, oh my gosh.
Yeah, again, he did so well, and I was not surprised because watching him go out there on stage, he just felt so natural. Of course, like he is in his element on the stage in front of in front of America, and so that was great to see him. If you want to. If you want to watch his latest podcast episode, maybe an episode or two ago, but he actually brought on the writers that he's worked with for decades on the late night show, and there a lot of them helped him prepare for the Oscars, and so they on the podcast talked about the process, like pretty much like 2 or 3 months before the show, the Oscars aired, he was given the call, asked if he wanted to do it. And at first, he was like, oh, yeah, great. And he starts talking to a writer, like he first calls a writer. And then as he says, oh, yeah, they want me to host the Oscars, the guy just starts busting up laughing. We're like, oh, my God, this is insane. But they were able to make it in like 2 months' time, work with his writers, create a beautifully hilarious monologue and sprinkled in jokes throughout the night. But so happy to see and hear that Conan's getting the recognition he deserves.
That's right.
Again, he got the Mark Twain Award recently, and so very happy for him.
Very happy for him, and also he's someone who's always taking care of his own people.
Oh yeah.
Through strikes, through thick and thin, through him getting hired and fired. So just good boy, local boy, Team Coco all the way.
Team Coco all the way.